Female genital system. The female genital system is composed of internal genitalia, ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and vagina, and the external genitalia, vulva. Internal female sexual organs undergo regular cyclic changes during each menstrual cycle, from puberty to menopause, which is the reflection of modifications in hormonal concentrations. Ovaries. In this histological image we can observe AF follicle atrasico, FC follicular cells, GEP germinative epithelium, GF follicles growing. The main functions of the ovaries are the production of gametes, oogenesis, and the production of hormones, steroids, estrogens, and progesterone, steroidogenesis. The ovaries have a marrow in their center that contains connective tissue, lacs, nerves, blood, and lymphatic blood vessels, and a crust in its periphery containing a large number of ovarian follicles that provide a microenvironment for the oocyte development. The surface of the ovary is covered by the germinative epithelium, which is a simple cubic epithelium that is on a dense connective tissue layer called tunica albuginea. Uterine tubes. In this histological image we can see different structures. BV, blood vessels. C, cilia. CT, connective tissue. EP, epithelium. L, light LYM, lymphatic vessel. MUC, mucosa. Mus, muscular. PC, non-ciliated cells. Uterine tubes are bilateral structures that connect the uterus to the ovaries. Each uterine tube has 4 segments. The infundibulum, an end with funnel shape surrounded by fimbriae, fringes, contiguous to the ovary, the blister, common site of fertilization, isthmus. Narrow segment contiguous to the uterus, and the portion intramural, traversing the uterine wall. Each uterine tube has 4 segments. The infundibulum, an end with funnel shape surrounded by fimbriae, fringes, contiguous to the ovary, the blister, common site of fertilization, isthmus. Narrow segment contiguous to the uterus, and the portion intramural, traversing the uterine wall. Uterus. We can observe in this histological image. BV, blood vessels. M, myometrium. Sep, superficial epithelium. GL, endometrial glands. SB, basal stratum. SF, functional stratum. The uterus is divided into the body, upper portion containing the uterine fundus, and the cervix or cervix. Lower portion projected into the vagina. The uterine wall is composed of the endometrium, mucous lining of the uterus, the myometrium, smooth muscular layer, and the perimetrio, a serous layer of the visceral peritoneum. Cervix. The endometrium of the cervix differs from the rest of the uterus. It does not come off during menstruation, but the cervical glands modify the viscosity of the mucus secreted during each menstrual cycle. The portion of the cervix projected into the vagina has a transformation zone where the simple cylindrical epithelium of the cervix changes abruptly to the flat layered epithelium of the vagina. How we can see, there is CC, cervical conduit. Sep, cylindrical. GL, epithelium, cervical glands. MUC, mucosa. Os, external orifice. SSEP, stratified epithelium, flat. TZ, transformation zone. Asterisk, tangential cut of the surface epithelial. Vagina. The vagina extends from the cervix to the vestibule. It is coated with stratified squamous epithelium without corneal stratum and lacks of glands. There's a histological imagine. We can observe the next things. B, basal layer of the vaginal epithelium. BV, blood vessels. CT, connective tissue. EP, epithelium. L, lymphocytes. LV, lymphatic vessel. SMC, smooth muscle cross-section. SML, smooth muscle longitudinal cut. V, vein. VA, valve in the vessel, lymphatic. Arrows, islets of connective tissue in the epithelium. The female external genitalia, vulva, consists of the mountain of the pubis. formed by the subcutaneous adipose tissue. The labia majoris, longitudinal cutaneous folds containing adipose tissue, a thin layer of smooth muscle and sebaceous glands and sweats. The labia minora, center of connective tissue that lacks adipose tissue but contains large sebaceous glands. The clitoris, erectile tissue homologous to the penis, and the vestibule, coated by flat stratified epithelium with many glands, small mucosae.